A very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the most important match of the NNE Premier League Cricket Tournament 2026, the grand final between Vipers and Bashers. I have the two captains with me over here for the toss. We have Mr. Narayan, Mr. Onkar Bilki, and from the organizers, Madhusudan, Anisha, and Mega as well. Mr. Narayan with the toss over here. Vipers to spin the coin. Bashers to call. Heads is the call. And heads it is. Yes, Captain, so you won the toss again.
So, for a bet first.
As usual, you're going to set a total and bat first. So the Bashers have won the toss and, as has been their practice, have decided to bat first. What's the target in mind?
As usual, it's not decided. More than 130, 140.
I'm told that you have not faced one another in the tournament at all so far.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
How do you assess the team?
My team, their team is pretty good. So we expect some fight in the final.
What do you think they are very good at? Batting, bowling, fielding?
All-round performance, like all batting, fielding, as well as bowling.
Already have plans to check all their strengths and exploit the weaknesses?
Yes, we already watched in the YouTube their matches, so we know how they playing, how they bowl.
So, Vipers, be careful. They've already watched all your matches on YouTube. And what are your plans, sir?
We will also try to defend them. Okay, keep them below 100 as a target.
What do you think are their strengths and weaknesses?
They are good players. Okay, we have also seen their strengths and weaknesses. We'll work on their weaknesses.
You also watch them playing. Oh, very good. So both of them have been eyeing each other's performances on YouTube, and they already had their plans intact here to exploit their weaknesses and, of course, come up with their own strengths. Wish you all the best for a grand final. Thank you very much. I request Sri Samir Taneja, General Manager, and Sri Samir Boyer, the Director, to kindly join us for introductions to the two finalists. Sri Samir Taneja and Sri Samir Boyer. Welcome, sir, and thank you very much for joining us here out in the middle. The teams being introduced to Mr. Taneja and Mr. Boyer by the organizing committee. The members of the organizing committee also joining in to wish both the teams the very best. All set then for a absolutely thrilling final of the After the introduction, I request the teams to kindly turn around and face the photographer so that group photo can be taken of both the teams with our chief guests, Mr. Taneja and Mr. Boyer.
15 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಒಂದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
So this is the final showdown of NNE Premier League 2026. Vipers versus Bashers. And officiating for this game are two really good umpires in the middle with a lot of experience. On the right in the field is Mr. Vasudevan, KSCA qualified umpire who's been in this field for about 20 years. Has been doing this for a long time now, in and out in this field. A very, very experienced umpire is Mr. Vasudevan on the right. And on the left is Mr. Tejas, who is also a KSCA qualified umpire and has been in this field for about 11 years in the reckoning and has been doing this for a long time too. So really two good experienced umpires in the middle. And alongside them we have the third umpire, Mr. VVS Narayan, who's been in this for even longer, about 26 years of experience in umpiring and a BCCI qualified coach as well, rather BCCI qualified umpire is Mr. VVS Narayan, who is in the officiating department as a third umpire. So that's the kind of quality all these umpires have. And with them, we are about to finish the final match, the most important and the scintillating match in all readiness is the final of NNE Premier League 2026 at Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio. And this is the grand finale, the grand showdown that we've all been waiting for a long time to come. It's been about the fifth day, a long time reckoning, and all the hard-earned bread, sweat, money, and all of that in the field has come down to this, the finale of NNE Premier League 2026.
ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಆಟಗಾತಿಯರ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫೈನಲ್ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟದ ಟಾಸ್ ಜಯವನ್ನು ಕಡಿತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ಯಾಷರ್ಸ್ ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಆಟಗಾತಿಯರಾಗಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮತ್ತು ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಹಂತದ ಆಟಗಾರರು. ಹೀನಾಲ್ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಮೊದಲ ಚೆಂಡಿಗಾಗಿ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೋಟ್ಗಳು ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. 15 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಪಂದ್ಯಕೂಟ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ.
Swing and only under edge there. No runs. A flatter delivery this time around. It's given a no ball by the umpire. Mr. Vasudevan. It's an edge not taken by the keeper. Well done. He's given her a life. Up, takes an edge, running their best. And the keeper doing a good job. Thank you so much, says Yashasvi, for that. They've run a single easily. It's off the legs, says the umpire. No run. Towards square leg, chance of a run out and run out. So it will be no run. Good fielding by the team, not allowing even one single. The final in progress. Sweeping off the floor, not happening. Well, her stance looks very, very peculiar, the way she holds the bat as well. Oh, that's a good shot. But still, a run out. After the end of one, scorecard reads 1 for no loss. That's the end of Heenal. It will be Aishwarya in the middle. First one starts off with a wide. The grand finale of NNE Premier League 2026. The 12th year in the making. And a direct catch for SSV. There should be change in strike. Considering she was caught out, Lakshmi will be on strike. It's so interesting to see these three women playing with caps on. Especially in the evening when there's no sun around, everyone is wearing a cap. How nice. Oh, that's a good shot. Should be a single, definite single that. Yes, it is. Well, while in the beaming sun, when it was baking us in the afternoon, they got rid of those caps. And now, it comes on. Oh, that's a slap in the face. A literal slap in the face, but not by any human being, but by the ball. I believe she woke up after that for sure. Oh no, she still hasn't woken up. Or she's more traumatized by that she left the next delivery. Either of those. Oh, this one goes a long way. Just wide by 2 wides. Fantastic batting. It was going for a wide. She thought, let me not get that for a wide. Waste of energy for my colleague. And she touches that. Again, sweeping off the floor, not working, but given no ball by the umpire. She's standing like she is about to dish a helicopter shot. But all she does is goes away from the ball. This time towards the offside, another ball to be bowled. It's a no ball, says the umpire. A shot put throw. And a superb shot. Well, for a second, she was throwing that like she's throwing a grenade in the army field. Nothing happens of that though. Just a bomb from Yashasvi going to the man at slips. After the end of 2. 3 runs achieved by these 2 women. And with that, we bring in the men into the middle. 2 heavyweights clashing against each other for one big trophy. The coveted trophy assembled on my right. The trophy of the winners of NNE Premier League 2026 at Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio. Final between Vipers and Bashers. First 2 overs gone by the women. They've scored 3 runs for the Bashers. Toss won by Bashers and elected to bat first. And the Vipers, on the other hand, will begin proceedings with Kala Gowda coming around the wicket. And he will be bowling to Krishna. Krishna on strike. The non-striker is Mithun. The bowler among one of the best bowlers in the tournament, and the batter is also a very, very dangerous batsman. First delivery of the final, and he tucks it away calmly for a dot ball. First delivery, and he's taken a dot off that. And this has come down to the final at Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio. And these 2 heavyweights clashing against each other for a scintillating matchup between best batsmen and the best bowlers left in the tournament. Oh, well, good shot towards covers. The man who just got off single is also leading the wicket takers chart. He's picked up 9 wickets in 5 innings he's played. Krishna for Bashers, he's leading the bowling department. And in the batting department, Mithun is at the second best. He scored 213 in 5 innings, only trailing to Madhu, who scored 241 in 4 innings. Cut away for a single and gets off strike. Well done. Two really, really important folks in the middle for them, Bashers. If any of them get cracking, it is almost but done for Vipers. And they will have to keep a check on these 2 batsmen, especially with the power play on. We have power play until the 5th over. It will be number 3, 4 and 5, the overs chosen for the power play, of course, considering it's a 15-over affair. And they will be taking their own sweet time in the middle to get going, of course. We've seen in that previous match as well, Vinod Kashyap played a brilliant innings for them. He's falling short of a 50 by 3 runs, but this is a poor delivery and struck away on the leg side. That brings the first boundary of the finale. That is poor bowling, of course, but nevertheless, they've still got ample runs. After the end of 3 overs, 9 for no loss. The man who just completed his over, Kala Gowda, is in the rankings as well. For the bowlers, best bowlers, he's placed 6th. He's placed 6th with 7 wickets. If he picks up another 2 wickets, he will be leading the charts as well. First delivery from Subramanya. And it's a dot ball. Second power play over. Will they make use of this or will they go down to the end? Will there be a change in plan from Mithun, trying to strike from the beginning? Yes, he does! That sits up very well and struck away downtown for 4 runs. What a hit down the ground by Mithun. It goes for a huge hit down the ground, but only 4 runs. That's because that's the longest part of the boundary at Samprasiddhi. The short delivery and dished out the treatment in style. Another big hit down the ground. Another 4. A poor delivery again from Subramanya, overcompensating the length. The previous one that he bowled was too short, but this time round it was too full. Trying to overcompensate and ends up getting another boundary for his team. Turning out to be a expensive over already. How will he respond? Looks like we will have a long on in place with change in field. In fact, we've got a long off coming in. Long on will come back to mid on. Now change in field again. Square leg walking in. That pushes mid on to long on. So that's mid off and mid on earlier. Now it is long on and long off now. Beautiful shot, but that one-handed attempt certainly saved them 2 runs. Beautiful attempt from the man at point. A one-handed attempt to stop those extra runs. But that was really cracked by Mithun. A big hit. Was flying to the fence had he not stopped that, the fielder. Driven away, should only be a single. Good return. One more delivery left of the over, the 4th one. They're at 20 for no loss. 11 runs already from this over. How will Subramanya finish? Oh, that was wide for sure. He was chasing after that, Krishna. Sometimes not a really good option. While trying to chase for it, you lose the body shape and only try to get an edge induced. It's stuck down the ground again. Should only be a single to get off strike and to retain it for the next over. After the end of 4, 22 for no loss. It's 19 runs in the last 2 overs. Very expensive over from Subramanya. Gave away 13 runs. Kala Gowda, on the other hand, started off brilliantly with just 6 runs. Well, if Kala Gowda gets 2 wickets, he will be on top of the bowling charts. But again, he will be competing against this man on strike, who's leading the bowling charts as well. With 9 wickets, he's at the top, is Krishna. But if Kala gets 2 wickets, he will be on top. In the meantime, Mithun will be trying to vie for his record of the highest scorer in the tournament. He was on 2-1-3 when he started off this innings. Needs to get 2-4-2 to get to the end. That's a brilliant delivery from Kala Gowda. Going across the batsman. An apt length for an opener. That is so enticing for him to go down the ground. And sometimes can A full toss, that's not great bowling. Even in this first over, he had just given away 6 runs. Only hit that he had given away was that 6 towards the leg side. It was a full toss and was put away in style by Krishna. And he repeats that this time round, but not really at a hip length. More towards a lower full toss. And flicked away well by Krishna for a single. Cut away again, this time running away to the fence. A chase for the man at deep point, deep backward point. Or rather, short backward point. He saves another extra run for this team. Those 2 men at point and backward point. Very, very important positions that. That's a good shot, but a man stationed in the deep for cutting that off. Rohan. Giving a thumbs up for his teammate. Bowling well. Up in the air for a single. Very quiet over. Very, very quiet over. This is what they will need. More of this is what Vipers will be looking forward for as well. Just 5 runs of this. And a delivery to go. Down the ground again. Very, very good end to the over. 2 power play overs bowled by Kala Gowda. And he's just given away 12 runs. That is exceptional in a power play over. Especially with a batting heavy unit. That too for a team like Bashers. Who started off very well with the top 2 being destructive. This has turned out to be a brilliant start. 5 overs gone. 28 for no loss at about 6 runs per over almost. This is a 15 over contest. Another 10 more overs to go. They should be looking forward for anything close to about 100 from here. Anything around 120 should be a really good target. Madam, a badminton racket ತಗೊಂಡು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ madam. PV ಸಿಂಧು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. Please. Thank you. Subramania with the ball. He's to bowl over the wicket. Mr. Gopi Chand, stop training her. Stop training her at the boundary line, please. Can you please ask her to come out? It's down the ground. Well bowled. Good start. For the second time in the over. The first one, he started off with about 13 runs to Subramania. He'll be looking to make some amends. A wobbly drone today. Looks like it's taking a nap as well. That's driven away towards covers. Should only be a single. Yes, it does. Oh, that's a direct hit from the man in the deep. A direct hit that cost them nothing. But nevertheless, good attempt. The drone wobbling a bit. Recognizes that it's Saturday evening. Needs something as fuel. I won't mention what, but looks like it does. Oh, that's drilled down the ground. He wanted to go big on that. Doesn't get good connection. Excellent bowling. Really good comeback from Subramanya. He's bowling his heart out this over. Full fast and not giving the batsman any room whatsoever. Amazing good comeback that. That's well bowled too. Chance of a run out? No. The fielder there settling for the ball to come to him rather than him going towards it. Once bitten, twice shy, because the last time round Midun hit it, it came to him like a tracer bullet. Oh, that's well bowled. It was more like a celeb appeal from him. He was expecting that to go through to the stumps. Unfortunately, there's something called legs for the batsman who uses that to stop that from going to the stumps. So that's not out. Oh, well bowled. Well bowled. This was a similar delivery where he was put away in the previous over, but the change being much better line and length this over changed that decent delivery into a good delivery. That's what happens for good bowlers. When they try to bowl really good overs, certain times even bad deliveries may look like excellent deliveries. And that's where they get the benefit of doubt. And with that, 6 overs gone, 32 for no loss. And batting on 18 is Midun. And batting on 10 is Krishna. Both have faced 12 deliveries each. And the stark difference between how Krishna has been pacing his innings versus Murli, that is Midun Murli, can be seen. Krishna on strike. That's not a great attempt in the first place. But considering that he was beaten the first time round, the second one is a good one. Rupesh is the next man walking into bowl. That's down the leg side, given a wide, of course, and this is the over. Looks like Midun is targeting. He's already flexing his arms. He's trying to go hard at it. The final of NNE Premier League 2026. That's a good shot down the ground. Should be out. And yes, it is. The second best run getter of the tournament is walking back to the pavilion. And a very, very big wicket from a very, very stark bowler. It is Rupesh with a different line and length that he bowls. Has given a flighted up delivery. Midun takes the bait and he has perished. Well, such a big wicket. The captain walks back after scoring 18. And one of the big wickets that they were looking for, Vipers. That is the first strike. Looks like it's been called for 2. Krishna running quickly. Gokul at the striker's end. But still 2 runs. Easy running between the wickets. 2 really quick runners. Krishna and Vinod. Very good running between the wickets. Oh, that's almost taken. That could have been another wicket in Rupesh's pouch. Lucky enough that it did not meet the outstretched arm of Rupesh. It goes away from him. 2 more deliveries to go over. Oh, that was well bowled. Much, much better length. This is a similar bowling attack that bashers carry as well. They bowl full, faster, and straight to the stumps. Generally, they're getting their own medicine, being treated the way that they treat their opposition. And it's doing a world of good for Vipers. Speak of the devil, he bowls a short delivery there, Rupesh, and gets away. Like I said, that's another delivery that he was missed away. All good deliveries. And one bad ball, he's got lucky out there. After the end of the 7th over, 39 for 1. And we've got Gokul coming into the attack. 7 overs gone. He's scoring at about 5.5. That's a decent strike rate, or rather a decent run rate to be scoring at. The right arm off break is Gokul. He's coming to bowl to Krishna. Coming over the wicket. Down the leg side. Starts off with a wide. He's not ready to play that. Krishna's happy about playing that at all. Saying it's a fair delivery to go on. It's down the leg side again. It's another extra. He's only bowled one delivery, given away 2 extras already. 41 on the cards. That's a good shot attempted, but man in the cover point region, deep cover point, comes across. Chance of a run out. The non-strikers in a better throw. Could have seen a close call. Nevertheless, Vinod Kashyap says, hold on, mate, I'll deal with it. And he sends him back. Down the leg side, another wide. He's struggling with line and length. Gokul trying his best to bowl straight to the man. Well, a much better option could be towards the wide. That's a much better option. That should only be a single. They're coming back for second. Excellent running between the wickets. This is what got them through the last innings too. They made every single ball count. And that intent to go for that extra run, always the best intent. Down the leg side again. Another unnecessary extra. He's given away 7 runs in 3 deliveries. We're scoring at about 6 runs per over. He's already given away 7. Down the leg side again. Another wide. Unnecessary extras being bowled. It's good to break that momentum, have a chat with him, and then ask him to restart. It's given a wide again. Towards the offside this time. So we've got really experienced umpires in the middle. Very, very experienced umpires. Let me remind you that the man at the striker's end, Mr. Vasudev, he has been officiating for about 20 years now. Up in the air, chance of a catch. And he's taken a blinder. He's taken a blinder. We ask him to hold on to the same position, please. Umpire, please have a quick check. And looks like he's taken a stunner. A stellar catch in the deep. One-handed attempt. And that is a big, big wicket. Back in the heart. Well, looks like that is a game changer. What a catch in the deep. One-handed attempt from Rohan. Rohan Raju, acting like the king he is, picks up a big wicket. It was not a bowler's wicket. That was a catcher's wicket. The fielder there got them that catch. I do not know what he's generally called as. Rohan Raju may be the name, but today he's the king by getting that catch. Well, of course, he might not be able to emulate ABD's catch in the deep, but something similar to that one-handed stunner on the edge of the boundary ring. What a catch. Over to the DJ. Too much talking from my end. Sorry. Is happening in the middle. They are all of a sudden losing wickets out of nothing. Well, it is great comeback for Vipers. What a turnaround this is turning out to be. Bashers all of a sudden losing their most important wickets in heaps. 54 for 3. And 1. It's such a turnaround for Vipers. Will that be the game-changing wicket? 54 for 3. Another big hitter, of course, Yuvan in the middle. But Rupesh is on a high. He's picked up 2 important wickets for his team and given away only 10 runs. Oh, that was a solid defense from him. Treating the bowler with respect that you don't see very often in tennis ball cricket. That's well played. Towards Paul. It's only a single, coming back for second, not an option. And slowly but steadily, the lights taking effect. This is the time that they should be very off. With the breeze around, the sighting of the ball becomes difficult. Up in the air as soon as we spoke about sighting the ball. And stopped easily, well within the boundary in the deep. It's 2 runs. But as I was saying some time ago, the officials in the middle, very, very experienced umpires. The one at the square leg, Mr. Vasudevan, has been there for about 20 years in this same line of business. And a very, very experienced customer. He is a KSCA qualified umpire. And he's been doing that for about 20 years. And on the other, we've got the umpire at the striker's end, Tejas, who's also a very experienced umpire, doing it for the 11th year straight in his career. He's also KSCA qualified umpire. The height being checked for that previous delivery. And the man who's checking that at third umpire is VVS Narayan, who's done this for 26 years straight, who's been a player himself. He's played for services. He's actually a retired army veteran. The third umpire, who's been in this field for 26 years as a player himself. He's played for services. He's also played for really good teams and has had the professional cricket flavor. Now he is officiating as a third umpire for this grand finale in NNE Premier League 2026. It's been adjudged a no ball by the third umpire VVS Narayan. And these folks are very, very experienced, sharp eye, and qualified coaches as well. Level 1 BCCI qualified umpire is VVS Narayan as well. One step ahead, BCCI level 1. Let me remind you, that's at an international level. It's given wide. NNE Premier League 2026 at Sampraditi Siddhi Sports Stadio brings in another big hit from the batsman. Great hit for 6 runs from Yuvan. What a monstrous hit that. Over to the DJ. After the end of 9 overs, 66 for 3. Scorecard reads 66 for 3. Up in the air, will that be caught? Man under it, and he's dropped it. Eknath, the bowler, coming over the wicket, and that was a catch, a big catch missed away. Well, that's tucked away by Yuvan for a single. An easy catch being dropped off Sachin's at short fine leg. But will he be the aggressor now? Will he thank the stars and punish the Vipers? Good attempt in the deep by Vipers is Gokul. Is going for the catch. Very good return from the deep. Certainly saved some runs, 2 runs to be precise. And halfway through the over, he's given away 4 runs. A full toss again up in the air. This will fall in no man's land. He's lucky enough. A good throw from Gokul. But still good running between the wickets. Sachin and Yuvan doing really well in between the wickets. The running off the blocks has been immaculate. Very quick on their field. The Vipers have been, but they have been even better bashers. Single to get off strike. Eknath bowling a decent over as well. Has only given away 6 runs in the 4 deliveries he's bowled. 10th over in progress. That's cut away. Takes a chance over and out. And a better throw, could have seen him walking back. Well, that was so close. Abhinav, the man at point. In fact, backward point. He tries to stop that, does a decent job, but not able to get a better throw. 9.4 gone. 72. In fact, 10 overs gone. 73 for 3. Yuvan. Is it the non-strikers? Down the leg side. Running away to the fence. That is extra runs. Subramanya leaking runs all of a sudden. using all the elixir of his youth to put it away for 4 runs. Beautiful shot over covers. And after the end of the over, is it? Or we've got one more to go? We've got one more to go. 90 on the cards. 90 for 3. One more to finish off the 11th. Well done. Really good cut shot. Late cut from Ewan, coming back for 2 runs. He's doing it very well for his team. Not trying to take too many risks. All risk-free shots, to be honest. He's batting on 16 of 8 deliveries after the end of the 11th. 92 for 3. 92 for 3 on the cards after the end of the 11th over. 4 more to go. And a 4 small refreshment break for the batsman. $92. 4 more to go. 24 deliveries left. 92 on the cards. With 3 wickets gone. Bashers versus Vipers final. Well, that's a good shot down the ground. The final of NNE Premier League 2026 at Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio between Bashers and Vipers. Turning out to be a spicy contest this. Thus far, Bashers have scored 93 for 3. In 11.1, make that 93 for 4. No, it is 98 for 3. What a big hit. That is a monster from Yuvan. What a hit that towards the mid-wicket region. At the distance and the elevation. For a second, Gokul was interested. In the very next, he turned out to be a mere spectator. That's how well he was hit. That's how well he hit it, and it stayed hit. And another beautiful hit towards covers. And he's got 4 more. Extra covers and 4 more. The best bowler of the team being given the treatment of boundaries. 6 and a 4, 103 finally on the cards. The magic figure of 100. They breached that by 3 runs with this delivery. 11.3 gone. 103 for 3. This time he should be caught by Kala. And he's taken it cleanly. That is a good catch. When he was striving to go hard at it, Yuvan, he scored a brilliant 26 in just 10 deliveries. And with the 11th one, he's walking back. He's done a great job thus far. Yuvan for his team added a quick fire 26 in 10 deliveries, or rather 11 now, considering he's out. And the scorecard reads 103 for 4 after 11.4. get to? Will they be chasing 140 here is Bashers? Or will they be chasing around 130 in the 15 overs that's been allotted? If they're chasing another 20-30 runs from here, the next 23 overs, it would not be enough. And a good shot. But man in the deep cuts it off. And he gets off strike. And Sachin will be on strike. The grand finale of NNE Premier League 2026, culminating at Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio, being brought to you by Y Sports, broadcasted live on YouTube. Looks like it's taken the arm, says the umpire. Not given wide. That's a good shot. Running away to the fence. No one there to stop it. It should be 4 runs, and yes, it does go for 4 runs. Brilliant batting again. 20 for Sachin. And 1 not 9 for 4. Halfway through the over for Bashers. Bashers had won the toss and elected to bat first. And they've put on 109 in 12.3. They will be looking forward to score anywhere between 130 to 140. That will be a formidable total for them to defend. At the same time, that will be a tall target for Vipers to chase in a final. Not easy. Definitely not easy in a final. Takes an under edge. Survives that scare is Sachin Yadav. And he's lived dangerously a couple of times. He was dropped as well. And a good shot towards square leg. Cuts it off for a single. Good batting from Sachin Yadav. They're having a conversation in the middle. Looks like there's some assistant needed. He's calling for 1. Last ball of the over. It's down the ground towards mid-wicket. Not able to run. Looks like he needs a runner. And has been agreed, has it? Yuvan going into the middle. He will be assisting Sachin with the running. And after the end of the 13th over, 111 for 4. Nelson on the cards. 111 for 4 after the end of 13 overs. Eknath has bowled a brilliant over. The previous one has given away 14. Kala has given away 24. And Subramanya picks up the ball to bowl the penultimate over. He's given away 36 runs. And with that single, it moves on to 37. 3.1 from Subramanya. 37 runs scored. Sachin on strike. Oh, beautiful shot. Great hit down the ground. But a catch almost taken in the deep. That was a brilliant effort. Equally brilliant effort at long off. So straight down the ground like a tracer bullet. But a great attempt from the man in the deep. Eknath with that brilliant effort in the deep. This time, straight to the man at covers. And that's the end of Sachin Yadav's short stint. Rupesh was the man who picked up the catch, and Subramanya finally gets a wicket under his name. Has been expensive. Manus. Spray? Is that what you're asking for? We will have to find it. DJ, please. Some more volume, please. Volume, Maki, sir. $13.2, 114 for 4. Well, if they get another 15 runs from here, it will be around 130. I'm sure anything over that is really good target. And it's cleaned him up. That's 2. Well. That is another wicket. 2 in 2 for Subramanya. Well, he had given away too many runs in the first few overs, but he's making it up by picking up wickets. First delivery and he walks back is Manas. Golden Duck. The final of NNE Premier League 2026, 12th year in progress. We've got a great showdown between Bashers and Vipers. Great shot to begin with from Kumar. Gokul cuts it off. No. It's just 2 runs, says the umpire. And he's cleaned himself up. Well played, but he's ricocheted it onto the stumps. And he should be walking back. On strikers, Shiva and Kamal at the non-strikers end. Begin the last over is Kalagowda. Coming back for 2, no. A direct hit. Now it will be that extra. Another extra run given away due to that direct hit. Last over starts off with 2 runs. Like I was saying, the final of NNE Premier League, 12th year in the making, this has come down to the riveting final between Bashers and Vipers. Bashers have won the toss and elected to bat first. And they've got a run out in the middle. Shiva is walking back, trying to force too many runs. Looks like it's 1 shot, so there's no run at all from that delivery. Turns out to be a dot ball plus a wicket in the form of a run out. That's 1 shot as the batsman did not make the crease. So it is no run from that delivery. Down the ground should be at least 2 runs. They come down for 2 easy runs. Mohan starts off with the 2. Good shot up in the air. False shot of Gokul. He did not sight the ball. That's what happens at this hour. When it's twilight and the light's taking effect, it's not easy to negotiate 118 for 8. Plus of 4 more. Up in the air and it falls short of Gokul. He's lost sight. Second time around in the over. He's lost sight of that ball. So 4 runs added from that previous delivery and this. 124 for 8 with the last ball of the innings coming up. That's running away to the fence at fine leg. They come back for 2. Yes, he does. Kamal running his best. But that should be a run out. With that, 1 run added to the board and a wicket gone. 126. The target set by Bashers for Vipers to win the final. NNE Premier League 2026 Grand Finale. After the end of the first innings, 125 on the cards. 126 to be chased down by Vipers to win it against Bashers in 15 overs, 90 deliveries, 126. Over to the DJ for a short break from us. innings for the winner. The ultimatum that we were all looking for to be found in the next 15 overs. Lakshmi to bowl. Aishwarya on strike. Chasing 126. And they've begun with a dot delivery. Every single run counts. Let me remind you. Good bowling. Really good bowling from Lakshmi. Aishwarya on strike. Oh, that's a flighted one and a great catch from the keeper. My dear friend, you've already caught it. She's out. There's no 2 wickets. So excited is our captain that he wants 2 wickets out of that. Sorry, my friend, only 1 given. In fact, none given. Again, another got for himself. Nothing going on to the books. So you can drop 1. Nothing is being recorded as wicket here, Mithun. So 1 drop should not harm you. Takes an outside edge, running. Another wicket. Not giving away even 1 run is Bashers. They've put up a target of 126. They want that to remain 126 when the men come in. No leeway for the women. HR, please note this. Not giving equality. The HR is already in Basher's team. So there's no point in even arguing about that. Anything and everything I say will go down the drain. If I ask for a written notice, she'll come back saying, I'll come back to you later. Standard response. You've not given 1 run, you're asking for score, Mr. Mithun. You've not even given 1 run. Why? Give them 1 run. Let them open the scoring. 1 run is all they're asking for. Oh, Mr. Usain Bolt, please come outside. That's not out. Given a wide. They're running for another extra. Very good running from Aishwarya. 2 runs. That's the end of the over from Lakshmi. After the end of the first over, 2 runs. With the end of Lakshmi's over, in comes Yashasvi. The HR, who was not taking my complaint against the wicketkeeper, is now in the middle. A good shot attempted, but missed away. Hinal Shah with the bat. Yashasvi with the ball. That shot put throw coming towards her. Dealing it like a cannon coming towards her. She takes that initial momentum and then throws it like a shot put. Chance of a run out and easily taken. He's having such pleasure there, the fielder, that he waits until the player is close to the crease, then he whips the bails off. I don't know what to call it. Is it sadistic? A good shot. Will that be 4 runs? From Aishwarya, no, it is 2 runs indeed. Coming back for 2. A collision in the middle. Again, this time around too, he was waiting for a long time to take the bails off. Oh, that goes a mile away from the batswoman. That's down the ground. Chance of run out again. A direct hit attempted and he's taken. No mercy. That is a run out in the first place. So running another extra will not give you any runs. The direct hit from Krishna. Doesn't even go for an underarm throw. Directly goes for the higher arm. While going multiple stories up in the air before it lands to the batswoman. Nevertheless, it is the end of the over. After the end of 2 overs, scorecard reads 3 for no loss in the final of NNE Premier League 2026 between Bashers and Vipers. Vipers chasing a target of 126 in a span of 15 overs. Have begun with the first 2 overs from the women, scoring 3 runs. They've equaled the number of runs that they've given, so they've done their job. They will be happy about that. But on the other, it will be the men who will do the talking with the bat. Kamal to bowl the first over, Gokul at the non-strikers, and Eknath at the strikers' end. We've got change in batting. That's an interesting ploy from the captain. He sends in 2 new batsmen who've not opened the innings yet for them. Into the middle. Eknath on strike with Gokul at the non-striker's end. Kamal to begin the proceedings in the final with the men's bowling attack, chasing a target of 126. 3 runs on the board. Another 13 more overs to go. Here we go. Coming over the wicket. Kamal to Eknath. First delivery. Starts off with a shot down the ground. A man at long on should cut it off. Coming back for 2 runs. Slight hesitation. And that's being reviewed. There was slight hesitation between those two. Will that turn out to be a game-changing one? Well. That's a tight decision. 13 overs, 123 required. And they've begun with a confusion in the middle. Being reviewed by the third umpire. The versatile and very experienced VVS Narayan, who has about 26 years in the field of cricket. The form of a player. Has played for the services team. And he's a retired veteran as well. And he's adjudged that as not out. So Gokul will stay in the middle. No wickets gone yet. 5 for no loss. The man officiating at the striker's end is Mr. Vasudevan, who's been in this field for 20 years. And a misfield for 4 runs. Wow, what an important one that is turning out to be. Every single boundary, very important. In fact, every single run very important. And they've begun in style. as Vipers. Bashers did a good job with the bat, but with the ball, they've started on a wrong foot. Oh, this should be caught! And has been taken! That is a big, big wicket. Eknath is walking back. First strike from Kamal. He turns out to be Pushpa the Fire by picking up that wicket in the deep. Good catch for the end. And that is a great catch in the deep. Shiva, the man who picks up. Swing and a miss. That's a good delivery, says the umpire. Kamal started off very, very well for Bashers. He's given away only 6 runs but picked up an important wicket. Swing and a miss. Beautiful delivery. 4th stump line. Moving away from the batsman. That is a Jaffa. And that's what he's been doing so well thus far. Kamal throughout the tournament. He may not have picked up the wickets, but he's created the pressure. Cuts it away. And a misfield from Sachin Yadav. Coming back for 2 runs again. Hesitation. But 2 runs. Very well done at the end by Subramanya. If he puts a few more yards out, he would be close to me at the striker's end. That's how quick he was running. He couldn't hold off. He was running at full speed. And that saves the day for him. After the end of 3 overs, scorecard reads 11 for 1. Chasing a tall target of 126 is Vipers. And defending that as Bashers in the final of NNE Premier League 2026. .115 required in 72. He's put that away for 2 runs. Power play over still in the effect. The second power play over for the men's. This is a 15-over affair, remind you. It is a 15-over affair. The first 2 overs played out by the women only got them 3 runs. The third one cost them about 8 runs. And this is the second power play over in effect for the men's. They're chasing a target of 126, a very tall target. They have a really good bowling line of Bashers. But on the other hand, Vipers too will be raring to go with the batsmen. And that's a good delivery. It's a dot delivery for Gokul. Vinod Kashyap starting off very well. Up in the air! But man underneath has dropped it. Well, he must thank his stars there, Gokul. The ball touches the stars almost. That's how high it went. Not literally though, but still it went a long way high up in the air and dropped by the fielder in the deep. As the alley went, tucked it away. Well played. He looks to be in good nick. It's just that he's not getting his full flow off the bat. He's able to time it. But the bat follow through is very, very important when you play those big shots. It is not only brute force all the time, especially when the ball is new. That's a shot towards backward point. It gets the outside edge, in fact, and goes away for only a single. It's up in the air, should be adjudged an extra, but it goes for 4 runs. It is given a no ball. It is indeed a no ball signaled by Mr. Vasudevan, the experienced umpire who's been doing that for 20 years. And he is a KSCA qualified umpire as well. And alongside with him, officiating at the square leg boundary or at the umpire's stance is Tejas, who's been doing this for 11 years. KSCA qualified umpire as well. Two really experienced umpires in the middle. Doing the job for NNE Premier League in 2026. Tejas, who's been there for about 11 years, has done a good job as well. And out at the end of 4th over, 24 for 1. And we've got the third umpire, the most experienced, is Mr. VVS Narayan, who's been at cricket for about 26 years in various roles. He has played as a services member team, and he's also a retired army professional. A veteran, and he's also a BCCI Level 1 certified or qualified umpire. The third umpire, VVS Narayan, as well, doing the job. He's BCCI 11-1 qualified umpire too. So that's the level of experience we've got here in terms of umpiring. It's good to know that they've done a great job for us throughout the tournament, when we thank them profusely for doing such a wonderful job without any hassles. It's given a wide, it's an extra. NNE Premier League 2026 happening at Samprasiddhi Sports Estadio, being brought to you by Y Sports on YouTube. It's being broadcasted live on YouTube, and all you need to do is log on to YouTube and type Y Sports to catch the action live on YouTube. That's an edge. Chance of a run out. And a direct hit could have sealed the case for Gokul. Lucky enough, he survived the scare. And Kamal is doing a brilliant job. 4 bashes. He's given away only 12 runs in the 10 deliveries he's bowled. 2 more to go. That's a good shot and taken. That is another wicket. Gokul has perished. He wanted to strike it big towards the offside. Doesn't get the elevation, neither the distance. Hands over to catch the man at covers, and he's perished. That's another wicket gone. Over to our TJ. That takes an outside edge, and that's close. It's given. It is given, and that is Kala Gowda's end of the match. Another wicket gone. 32 for 4. It's given a wide. Well, Vipers were trying to go big from the beginning, considering they had to chase 126. They rejigged their batting unit, but hasn't worked. It was so close from Sachin to getting to that delivery. Should only be a single to get off strike. And the captain, Chetan, is on strike. Last delivery of the over, 34 for 4. They're reeling at about 34 for 4 is Vipers. He tries to cut it and keep it on the ground, misses away rather. He should have just gone over that slash at point. No backward point. In fact, no deep backward point. Got that. Thank you. 34 for 4 out of the end of 6. $92 required in 54. 10 runs per over, still achievable. But they lost wickets. They've lost too many at the top. 4 wickets gone. 34 for 4. They're still lingering at a very, very low total. But they've lost a lot many wickets. But can this pair change it? Krishna with the first ball. And a good delivery. It's a dot ball to begin with. Single taken. Good stop. Didn't give away too many runs, but still that was a chance for a run out, and that's what the keeper was looking for. It's towards the leg side. Should only be... Oh no. He gives away an extra. It was never a run. He was trying to stop that. And he kicks the ball towards mid-wicket. So it's an easy single at the end. Straight to the man. Short covers. No run of that. It's again down the ground, trying his best, is Rohan. Not being able to strike it as big as he would have liked. That should be running away to the fence. Sachin chasing it and he does stop it. It's given a no ball, so it will be a free hit. Up in the air. Will that be caught? No, it will fall short. An easy 2 runs. Good running, of course, between the wickets. After the end of 7 overs, 42 for 4. They need another 84 in 48 deliveries. A beautiful delivery. Very good bowling from Vinod. He's just given away 19 runs in the 2 overs and picked up a big wicket, of course. A swing and a miss. That's brilliant bowling. It's up in the air. Will that be caught? And dropped. Not happy with that effort with himself. Sidely is Krishna. That was up in the air and should have been taken. By his standards, that was an easy catch. Tucked away. Should only be a single. Up in the air, and that is another wicket. Another nail in the coffin for Vipers. Bashers doing it so well with the ball. And that's half the side gone. They are reeling. Really in a tough situation to win this. All the big hitters back in the hut. Well. This is turning out to be a one-sided affair in the second innings. 2026 being brought to you in Samprasiddhi Sports Stadio. It's being broadcasted live on YouTube. All you need to do is get onto Y Sports channel and view this live on your phone if you're missing out. Good bowling, excellent bowling from Krishna. A Yorker almost. Not giving the batsman any room to get under the ball. That's brilliant bowling. Moving away from the batsman this time. Third stump line. That is great bowling. Typical leather ball length bowling that. And strikes that down towards long on. That's up in the air by the captain. Oh, that's a drop catch. That is dropped in the deep. Well, as the day progresses, generally under lights, the ball will start coming on very well to the bat. But with the color of the ball, it could be difficult for the fielders to judge. Good shot down the ground. Again, only a single, no big hits coming their way. Bashers will be happy about that. Struck it down towards square leg. In fact, more towards mid-wicket that, and he cuts it off. That's a brilliant end to the over. After the end of the over, scorecard reads 49 for 5. 9 overs gone. 77 required in 36. 77 in 36, and the man to do that job in the middle for Vipers should be the captain. Chetan, the torchbearer for the team. Will he take them through? Shiva with the ball. First delivery and no run. Starts off with the dot delivery. There is Shiva. Cut away at point and a low return. Very good from Kumar. He's on his toes. Not allowing any extras whatsoever. Good shot. Only a single. That stroke doesn't fetch too many runs. Gets off strike as the captain, and back on is Abhinav. Up in the air. Will fall between three fielders converging. Doesn't go for 4 runs. No boundaries coming their way. That's what they will need. More and more boundaries required. The Bashers have kept them very quiet thus far. On the other hand, Vipers are being tamed by Bashers. Cut away. Should only be a single. Well, they're trying to push their fangs deep into Bashers, but those are being cut off by Bashers. The Vipers' fangs do not contain the venom that they possessed. a few overs ago. It's now a good shot down the ground for 4 runs, but that's too little too late. They need more and more of that every passing delivery. If they don't get more of that, they will go down very, very quickly. 30 deliveries, 69 required, 13.8 per over. Difficult, but not impossible. Definitely doable if they have one big hitter and the other one if he keeps rotating. Still a plausible one. A victory for Vipers. But who will take the lead? Will Chetan do it or will Abhinav do it? Let's find out. Krishna with the ball again. He's bowled 2 overs for just 12 runs. Oh, that's a defense and a hesitation. And this man is giving everything he's got, the keeper. He's putting his body on the line. And that's the commitment you've seen all throughout the tournament. And the puff of dust talks a lot about it. That's well bowled. The simple mantra that bashers have followed all throughout the tournament is keeping it full, fast and straight. And that's the successful mantra that they've followed throughout the tournament, especially in the death overs. Driven down the ground, should only be 1 run. That's tucked away for another single. Singles will not cut it. They will have to go for big ones if they have to get closer. These are the 2 important overs if they have to make that change. They need to get at least 15 run overs in the next 2. Takes an outside edge and a brilliant fielding. They are saving every single run possible. Bashers, even though they're on top. And that's the side that talks about commitment, dedication to win this. Goes straight through the batsman. Doesn't go onto the stumps, of course. He's saved by his legs. With that, we come to the end of another beautiful over. $61 for 5 after the end of 11 overs. 61 for 5. 65 required in 24 deliveries. Whatever they've achieved thus far needs to be achieved in the next 4 overs to win this. They need to score about 16 runs per over. Like I said, every passing delivery from here on will only send the run rate skyrocketing. Swing and a miss. That is a dot ball. It's a wide. A full toss down the ground. Should only be 2 runs. This will not make too much of a difference. Again, they need those big hits. Every passing over, 6s, Fours, anything possible. Swing and a miss. And we've got an Usain Bolt in the middle, running towards his mommy. Please do not invade the pitch, Mr. Usain Bolt. Upcoming Usain Bolt, rather. Swing and a miss. Not connecting at all is the captain. Down the ground. That should be 1 run. Strikes it well, but not enough to take it to the fence. Another quiet over coming to an end. 66 for 5. Only 5 runs of the previous over. 66 for 5 after 12 overs. 60 needed from the next 18. Every single over, 20 runs can get them to victory. Every single over, 3 sixes plus 2 singles. They will still be left with 1 delivery. They can do anything they want with that. And that's how it's placed for Vipers right now. 3 sixes. Bam. Down the leg side. Starts with a wide. The man at long off, the wide long off, cuts it off. Swing and a miss. 2 dot deliveries. Bowling well is Kamal. That's another dot ball. Not doing what they need. No big hits at all. Towards mid-wicket for a single. This is turning out to be mere formality. Nothing else for Bashers. Just getting through the overs quickly without too many being scored. It's more or less one way. Down the ground. They come back for 2. Not pushing for 2 as well. Brilliant, brilliant work in the deep by Kumar. Excellent running. He had to charge quickly onto that. And that's the kind of commitment they've shown all throughout the game. Have Bashers. Down the ground again. Good stop. Well, he looks like he's demolished the fence there in the deep. Well bowled, slower one from Kamal. Excellent bowling. This is turning out to be a one-sided affair. We expected much more closer contest, but turning out to be one-sided definitely. Bashers are bashing them with the bat, and they've also bashed them with the ball. Slower one, and another ball that goes only for a single. Down the leg side, a wide. Down the ground, good shot. Finally one hit that goes for a boundary. That is 4 runs, good shot. Down the ground, but still not good enough to get a 6. Oh, 2 more deliveries left of the over. 78 for 5. We need to score 48 in 8 deliveries. It's 8 sixes in 8 deliveries. And he's given away his wicket. He's the captain. Is the best mindset. And with that, we end the over. 6 balls, 48. If they get 48 runs of the last over, this will be a world record. This will be a world record for sure. Not just in one format of the game, any format of the game. And they've brought in an impact player. Impact player got a beautiful catch in the semi-final as well. As soon as he came in, he created impact by getting a catch. And after that, he bowled 1-2. And final of NNE Premium. Bowls a full toss. And goes for 6 runs. It's never over until it's over. Well, like we always say, the commentators curse. What if we get a no ball? What if he get a wide? That goes for 4 runs. It's never over until the last ball is bowled. Well, a tough one for the batsman to negotiate. 4 deliveries, 42. Good shot. And he stopped that, is it? No, has gone for 4 runs. It has gone for 4 runs. So that's 10 of the first 3 deliveries. Too little, too late. Well, this should have been done about 8 overs ago. Cut away, gets an outside edge and running away. Even with that, he doesn't allow. It was spinning away viciously. And he still falls onto the ground to stop that from going away. Down the ground. And finally he goes for another 4. That is an expensive over from the impact player. Well, he's creating an impact for the other team. Nevertheless, it's still an impact created. 14 runs with 1 more delivery left. Should be the wicket he was looking for. And after a few juggles, he drops it. Nevertheless, with that, the victors are Bashers of NNE Premier League 2026. The champions are Bashers against Vipers. With that, we conclude the final and over to our DJ for the celebrations.
entire Bashers team, supporters, please come on to my right hand side. Thank you. Vipers, right in the middle, please. Vip- Have a big round of applause to the team Vipers. Wonderful game here. Eric, can we have a big round of applause for Blasters too? Request the Blasters to come to the middle, please. The third place team, the entire team, have a big round of applause. This wonderful team. You played well, lost to a good team in the semi-finals. Thank you, guys. Can be together. Just all of your team NNE. Just we'll have him there. We'll have you here. Just give us a few moments. We will start in few minutes, please. Yeah, we'll have the ladies and gentlemen and the kids to come over to the. There is a special stand here where I'm here. We'll have a photograph taken for the parents and the kids together. The best photograph with mother and kid will get a special prize. Father, mother, dad. You have to give us a good pose. Yeah, the cameraman. We got a photographer already. Start with Hemant and his daughter. Can I have a big round of applause for Hemant and his daughter, please? Yeah, who is next? Yes. Let's have some good pictures and some memories. Can I have a big round of applause? These wonderful girls here. Next. Thank you, Hemant. Mahesh and family is coming. Excellent. Oh, there. Who's here? Yes, please. Wow. Look at that. Yeah. Can I have a round of applause for this wonderful, please? Excellent. Who's coming in next? Can we better that? Can anybody better that? Anybody can better that? Oh, Jagan and his son. Yes. Dennis the Menace pose. Yeah. He needs Dennis and the Menace. Jagan's son doesn't like to pose, but you give him the ground, he's all over. He's all over. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah, we'll have our captain. Can I have a big round of applause for the Blaster captain, please? Excellent. Wow. What a participation, yes. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah, family picture, that is. One more. There's only lucky 7 or lucky 9. We are finished with 4. We have another 3 more. How many? Cameraman, how many up? Is this 4th one? 4th one. Okay. 7. Yeah, okay. 7. Lucky 7. Maximum 7. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can I have a big round of applause for this wonderful family, please? Next family. Please come. So we'll take just few minutes. You can set it up. I'm calling the NNE family, yes. The Green Brigade or the NNE Green Brigade? Call the NNE Green Brigade. Anybody else, please? Anybody? Okay, we have the Green Brigade. They call themselves as the NNE family. Can you have quickly come, quickly? Green Brigade, quickly finish the photograph, please. The Green Brigade, quickly. The entire Green Brigade. Can we have a big round of applause for this wonderful team who organized cricket for you guys? Darshan, entire team, please. Quick, please. We have to start the function now. This is the last one. Yeah, we have to give a better pose if you want to win the family autograph. Yeah. Vinod, you're missing Vinod. They're missing Vinod. Yeah, Vinod, go. Yeah, please. Camera team is ready. Top camera, ready? Are you ready to go live? This one. This camera is ready. Camera 2. Camera. You ready? You ready to go live? Talk to each other, no? Camera guys. Just middle. Yeah, we are ready to go. Sukrut, you are ready to go to start. Can we have everybody up, please? Can you have everybody up? Just leave the place for the camera. There's one camera here, and there's a top camera here. Can you have a big round of applause for our match officials for umpiring today and the scorers? Thank you very much. Yeah, we're good to go, Sukrut. All yours. Thank you.
Thank you. A very good evening, everyone. It's been a long day for all of you, I'm sure. I'm sure this is the moment that everyone was waiting for. But coming down to this very tournament, let me start off by saying a few words that may hit very close to your hearts. Cricket in itself may be a game, but what it teaches you, it's sportsmanship, dedication, hard work, teamwork, and all of these words might hit home for us because we play as a team. It is not an individual sport, so it's everyone alongside you that's made you the player that you are today. So for that, a big round of applause for yourself and your teammates all together today. I begin by saying that because it's the players who make the day for us, but to make it a special event, to make it much more better from the overall organizing committee as well as all the logistics that's provided, and even for that matter, the groundsmen, all of these people come together and they create that environment, they create that big event, they create the experience that you were looking for. So another round of applause for all these men who made it possible for us. With that, a special mention for our officials, match officials, who come down here to give us a great event with respect to all difficult decisions. They are all KSCA qualified umpires and they have come a great distance not only to give their experience but also their insights during the game. I'm sure you've learnt a lot. You might disagree with certain decisions, but we'll have to respect the amount of experience that they carry. So it is definitely a great job and a commendable effort by the match officials and the scorers. Thanks to them as well. With that, it is a great amount of respect that I say this. Each and every one of you, thank you so much for making your effort to come down during the weekend, spending your time with the whole team, not in office, but also apart from that. So it is your dedication, your hard work, your spirit, most importantly, to come and enjoy a game of this nature. Whether you win it, you don't win it, you have a trophy under your name, you don't have a trophy under your name, it's just for today. But what you carry from the field is more about your experience, the confidence that you carry, as well as the most important thing that you carry off is the game in itself and the respect for the game. For that, I thank each one of you, especially for making it on this weekend, and a big round of applause for yourselves. With that, we will probably start off just a few words from the organizing committee. I would like to thank them because it is never impossible with such a great team, as you always understand. But it is only possible if they spend more and over what you've already seen. Every single day they had to go through different meetings. I'm sure they would have had several conversations with every single member out here to make this happen. So special cheer to the NNE Green Brigade for making this happen. A big round of applause, please. Yeah, I think with that, it's time we move on to our esteemed guests. I would like to call upon the esteemed guests alongside. I would like to call upon Mr. Samir Taneja. Mr. Samir, please make your way out here. One of the esteemed guests to be joining us today, and a player himself and a veteran who was trying to bowl his heart out and bat his team to the victory. Thank you so much. Please make your way out here. And I would like to call upon Mr. Samir Boyar. Mr. Samir, thanks for making your way out here on a Saturday evening. Before we head on, quite a few words from the seniors, of course. What do you think of this tournament, Mr. Samir?
As usual, it has been great spending these 5 days here at Sapna City. Personally, I like this place. The facilities are great and everything arrangement is superb. So this is just another fond memory that I'll carry back home.
For me, this is not just a cricket. It's more than a cricket. It's a sign of unity for us as an enemy. And I wish we should continue like this. I guess everyone played with a good spirit. Thank you.
I'm not leaving you without another question. With all the efforts that you've seen today in the game, I'm sure, jokes apart, all the fun apart, once you go back to work, it's all about getting your work done, getting into the spaces of how you would proceed from the professional perspective. But what do you think from this game can be carried away by all these players, because you've seen them gel so much? What would change after this event? I know this is the 12th year in the making for you, but how different would that be for you once they go back?
Make a deliberate effort at mix up that's what it's about. Let people get a chance to interact with people that they don't normally interact with. Then they make the for me, that's a valuable part. Then it is not just within your team, you spend so much time there, you talk to people and you engage in different ways. I think for me it's one of the very nice
Great. Mr. Sami, how about you?
For me, even we have done with the finals, and I believe it doesn't end here. It will continue. The talks will continue even in the office for a month till I guess next tournament comes for the next year. That's how I have seen from many years. One part, it follows blend of the different. We got to know each other very well. Yeah, thank you for your great contribution.
Well done, well done. And with that, we will move into a small ceremony of handing over jerseys, framed jerseys for that matter. I would like to call upon the captain of Warriors, Nidhi, onto this dais, please, for the framed jerseys to be given away. So probably that will take some time before we get there. Individual and team performances, the awards to be given away. We first start with the best batsman. Any guesses on who the best batsman is? I can't hear you guys. I've had a long day. I had to shout a lot. I'm not able to hear myself. Please shout out. We've got two different answers, but the final verdict is Mithun Murli from Bashers. Mithun Murli from Bashers was scoring 231 runs at an average of 38.5. The best batsman of the tournament for NNE Premier League 2026. 231 runs at an average of 38.5. The captain of Bashers, who's taken them to victory. He single-handedly took them home with the batting department. Congratulations on that. And it's now time to judge the best batswoman. Any calls for this? This should be an interesting one. Who is the best batswoman? Any guesses on that? You've got two different answers. The final verdict is Aishwarya from Vipers. She scored 26 runs. And the highest run getter for the women's. The best batswoman in the tournament of NNE Premier League 2026 is Aishwarya from Vipers. Now moving on, it is for the best bowler. The best bowler in the men's category. Who are the winners? Probable winners? Names please, throw me names. It's Krishna from Bashers. 9 wickets and an economy of 6.2 and an average of 11.8. It's Krishna with the ball on the bat, but however, with the ball he wins the race as the best bowler. Another interesting one. Best bowler, female. Any call-outs for that? This is a very, very tough decision, by the way, we've come down to. Who is the best bowler from the female category? If someone gets this right, I'll give you $500. Thankfully, I retained my 500. After a long, hard-thought decision, best bowler female goes to Lakshmi from Bashers. She has bowled a brilliant spell with an economy of just 1.1. The best bowler from the female category is Lakshmi. Well, it's now down to best fielder. Best fielder from the male category. One who's taken catches, good ground fielding, able to cover grounds and all that coming into effect. With that, the best fielder goes to Chetan Kumar from Vipers. He's got 10 dismissals, 9 catches and 1 run out. The best fielder, female. I'm sure this would be a straight one. Any guesses here? Very, very straightforward answer. Not really tough, to be honest. Any call-outs? Why no names for this? You've been throwing up names for everything. Who's the best fielder? Female. And that's the right answer. It goes to Yashasvi Pujari from Bashers. The best fielder, female. So we've got all the three departments covered. But the most important thing that everyone's looking forward for is the combined effort in all three departments, right? Not just bowling, not just batting, but fielding, all three together. The best all-rounder from the men's category. Any guesses? As Madhusudan from Panthers. He scored 241 runs, picked up 4 wickets. He's also got some really good ground fielding done. So he is adjudged the best all-rounder, male category. Madhusudan from Panthers. The best all-rounder, female. I'm sure this is an easy option as well. So I'm going to call it out myself. All-rounder female is Pavani from Rovers. 66 runs and at an economy of 1.8 is Pavani. Okay, before we head on to the big trophies, a small correction. I think we've got it wrong from the technical side of things. I would like to apologize on behalf of the organizers. The best bowler from the male department was adjudged as Krishna, but I think he's done one better than Krishna. That is none other than Subbu. Subramaniam from Vipers gets the best bowler. What about 10 wickets? And with that, we've concluded the individual team performances. We head on to the team performances here. The third place team, the captain of Blasters, to be called upon near the dais. Captain Sarab coming towards the dais. The captain of Blasters, Sarab, picking up the trophy. Before you get the team, probably a couple of words, Sarab. Congratulations on that. I know it was so close, yet so far, the story. But what do you take away from all of these games and the tournament? And what do you think that you will come up with in the next?
What I felt is total quality of cricket was tremendous, and Bashers have won it. Congratulations to them, and well deserved, I can say. Hard luck to Vipers, they played really well. And I can say I'm very proud of the efforts that our team, all week, we practiced and we came together, boys and girls. They really put all of their efforts. It was sad that we couldn't reach at least final because we thought that we had the potential, but it was really great effort and I'm really proud of the team.
Good work. Congratulations to the team on as well. But what are you looking at in terms of the next tournament? I know that this is concluded. What are you looking forward for on your personal note? Is there something that you would look forward for the next year? And if it is, what would you want to do? Is there something that you would want to suggest to the tournament? Or if there is anything else of that nature, please do call it.
I think overall organization was good. There's nothing from personal point of view. I take many things from this competition. I made great people, not only in my team but in other teams. That was good.
All the best. Congratulations for the next tournament as well. Thank you so much. And it's time, probably you can have a quick picture with the team. Captain of Blasters again, please. Captain of Blasters, Saurabh. Saurabh, 1 second. Please come down back. Like just to hand over the frame jerseys. And now it's the special gesture time. I would like to call upon the captain of Warriors, Nidhi, for the frame jerseys, please. I would like to call upon next the captains of Royals. If the captain of Royals is not available, we'll have the representative from the NNE Brigade. On behalf of Royals captain, we will have one of the representatives collecting the frame jerseys. A representative from NNE to come down to pick up that. Call upon Vipers. Vipers captain. Next, I would like to call upon the Ducksters captain, a representative from the NNE Brigade for that. We have a representative from the NNE Brigade for Ducksters. Crushers captain Jagan next, please. Jagan, the captain of Crushers, to pick up the next one. Followed by Karthik, Rovers. Captain of Rovers, Karthik. Followed by Explorers captain Gaurav. Up next, is the captain of Panthers, Madhu. Up next, it will be the captain of Dominators, Hemant. Dominators captain Hemant. Big round of applause for the captain. Up next is Jaguars. A representative, if the captain is not available, please. Finally, the captain of Bashers. And with that, we conclude one section of the frame jerseys. And here we are waiting for the culmination. I would like to call upon the captain of Vipers. The Vipers captain, Chetan. I know it's been a hard day for you, especially with the last match. You did as much as you could, but wasn't able to get over the line. What are your thoughts on that?
Around somewhere we missed the line.
It could have been difficult, but if you had done something differently, what would have been that different thing?
At least we play our openers to be continued. They have good score. We might be in a good position.
All said and done, you were so close yet so far. Nevertheless, congratulations on being the runner-up. I would like to call upon Mr. Samir Boyar to give away the runners-up trophy. Runners-up of NNE Premier League 2026 is Team Vipers. I would like you to call upon your whole team as well in the meantime and hand over the individuals as well. Time for a photo shoot. Give a big round of applause for the runners-up, Team Vipers. I'd like to please collect your individual trophies as well. The captain to hand this over. Captain, please hand over the individual trophies as well. Chetan, Mr. Chetan, please. Please collect the individual trophies here. Hand it over to your teammates. Please come in a single line. Yes, please start off one after the other. For the one last time, I call upon the captain of Vipers. One last time, captain of Vipers again, please. As a special gesture, we've got a very, very special memento being handed over to the finalist team. This is a special gesture from the CEO of NNE, Jesper Cloves, signed autograph bat for the finalist team. A signed autograph by the CEO of NNE, Jesper Clove. And with that, I would also like to call upon the captain of Bashers, Mithun. With that, handing over the trophy, the winners of NNE Premier League 2026 is Bashers. I'd like to hold you off for a moment, please, before we get there. The winners of NNE Premier League 2026, Team Bashers. That's one of the teams who won the trophy without losing one single match. They've never lost one in the tournament. With that, I would like to have each member collect their individual trophies as well. I ask the captain to hold back and give away the individual trophies. I would like to call Mr. Samir Taneja to hand over those individual trophies as well. Please make a single line and you can come over from my left, please. Please come down to my left. the captain, Midun. Midun, please collect the framed autograph of the CEO of NNE, Jesper Clove.
Sukrit, just a minute, Sukrit. The individual trophy winners will have a photograph behind the backdrop. Please don't go. Okay, Sukrit, you can go ahead with the word of thanks. Thank you.
With that, we've concluded a really good presentation ceremony for NNE Premier League 2026 with all the success that you've earned and all the hard work that you've put in. I would like to congratulate each one of you for that hard work that you put in. And with that, I would also give you a couple of words. One is to look forward for more friendships, of course. And with the friendships, I hope we all grow as cricketers. And while we do that, we also thank each one of us for making us much more better. And we would also have to respect each one's own boundaries. And with that, we would want to conclude a small word of note for all of the spectators as well as every single individual. Thanks for making it a grand success and looking forward for the next year. With that, we would like to close the ceremony. Thank you so much. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Godspeed NNE. Thank you so much.
Guys, can we have both the winning teams for the photographs? Winning and the runners-up team first. Can we have both the teams for the photograph? Both the teams, quickly. Both the teams in one line. With the Green Brigade with both Samir sirs, please. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Next we have the women's. Best batswoman, best bowler, best fielder, most valuable player. Next the picture with the backdrop, please. First the Green Brigade, the entire Green Brigade. Please join the backdrop, please. Quickly, 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 please. Can you have a big round of applause for this wonderful team? Vinod, you are already missing, Vinod. Vinod. Thank you, Vinod. Next we'll have all the ladies. Can you have all the ladies for the trophy, please? Yeah, all the lady winners. Batsman, bowler, fielder, most valuable player. Sir, wait, just one more. Two more pictures. Just two more pictures. Last two pictures. Yeah, the ladies. The lady winners, please. Bowler, batsman, fielder, most valuable player. Please join. Please join. Next, we call all the men. Best batsman, bowler, fielder, most valuable player. Next. We'll have a picture both together. Men, please. Best batsman, guys. Batsman, bowler, fielder, most valuable player.